Everybody. Praise the Lord again. This is another episode of Woken Company. Sorry for the late night inconvenience. I'm very busy today, all this week. I usually do my video usually Tuesdays and Saturdays and Thursdays, but we're a little behind schedule. We're going to talk about in the next some more minutes. So we're going to talk about, we're going to recap from Friday's high school action. If you're new to the video, like to subscribe and share with your friends. I'm just an average Joe doing sports content. We're going to start with the high school rankings. We're going to start off with Godby. The Godby Cougars taking on the Knightsville Eagles out of Knightsville, Florida. And it was the Godby Eagles. It was the Knightsville Eagles taking care of Godby 56-27. Knightsville with a big victory at home over the Cougars of Godby. Big win for Knightsville. Down south in Polk County, it was a big rivalry game between Auburndale Bloodhounds and the Baltimore Yellow Jackets. And the Bloodhounds took care of business at home 35-26 over the rival of Baltimore. Auburndale with a big victory at home was past Friday night. The homecoming for the Collegiate County Tigers hosted the Trinity Christian Conquerors, and it was Trinity Christian with a big road victory, 26-13. Huge win for Trinity Christian, spoiling the Tigers' homecoming. Down in Polk County again, it was Lincoln, the Dreadnoughts, hosting the Winterville Blue Devils, and it was the Dreadnoughts knocking off the 20. Big win for Lincoln as they continue to move forward in the season. Inglewood Rams hosting the Westside Wolverines and were past the control as they say in video game term, 21-0. Rams all over the Wolverines. A huge shutout victory at home for Inglewood Rams. Up there in Madison County, Madison Cowboys coming in this game, hosting the Florida High Seminoles, coming in the game 1-2 in the season. Tough start for Madison County, but they got the job done at home. In Florida High 21-13, a big victory, pushing the 2-2 on this young season. Bowl hosting University of Christian. Christians coming in time to take on the Bulls Bulldogs. And Bowls do the Bulls here. Bowls got University of Christian 31-0. Big win at home for the Bulldogs. Also, he won with the Ed White Commanders hosting the Force Coast Buccaneers and marching home, taking care of business 22-18. Big win by knocking off First Coast. In Columbia County, this time it's the Fort White Eagles hosting the Cinderella team of Class 1A. The Brand Buccaneers coming to be undefeated at 3-0. They travel to the Fort White Eagles. It was the Indians coming off a big win last week against Tennessee. They win again at home 27-19, knocking off Brantford after the race undefeated. Big win for Fort White and Company. Hamilton County come off a big win last week against Wilson team. They take on Dixie County. They take on the Union County Tigers next week at home. And Dixie County knocked off Hamilton County 56-27. Big win for Dixie County. They host the Union County Tigers next Friday night for their homecoming in Car City. In St. Johns County, it was the St. Augustine Yellow Jackets hosting the Bartlett Trail Bears. And it was the Bears knocked off the Yellow Jackets 26-14. A very big win on the road for Bartlett Trail, knocking off their rival in the August School. In McLean and Baker County, the Baker County Wildcats hosted Mandarin Mustangs. And it was Mandarin sneaking out a 21-20 victory on the road, knocking off the Wildcats and Baker. Mandarin win 21-20. In Clay County, the Keystone High School hosted the Rocky Rams. All Indian heads supporting the Keystone High School. In Lee County, it was the Lafayette Hornets hosting the Paxton Golden Eagles in Jacksonville. And Lafayette is Paxton back on Jacksonville with a tough night. 27-7. Lafayette rolled out the Golden Eagles at home. In Duval County, Terry Parker Braves hosted the Stanton Bluegrass. And it was all Braves here as he marched into a 61-7 win on Michigan Stanton. Terry Parker who won tonight at home. Battle of Alachua County. The Santa Fe Raiders of Alachua, Florida traveled to Citizens Field to take on the GHS Purple Hurricanes. It's GHS from start to finish, all GHS. 49-14 over Santa Fe. Big win for championships. They have duels in a couple of weeks that will probably decide the city championship. In Duval County, Sandalwood hosting Reebok. It's the Saints. Marching in at home, big win at home, 48-7 on Duval. Sandalwood is your victors today at home. In Polk County, the George Jenkins Eagles hosting the Boca City Pirates. And it's the Pirates knocking off George Jenkins at home 20-14. The Boca City Pirates knocked off the Eagles 20-14. Also in Polk County, the Lake Dixon Braves take on the Raging Rams, and the Rams knocking off the Braves at home 20-7. The Braves could not find nothing offensively, and they struggled to score. They fall 20-7 at the hands of Riverview. Battle of Marion County, Vanguard County taking on the Philly, and it's the Knights knock off the Colts 36-19. Vanguard, big win on the road against North Marion Colts. In Lee County, it's homecoming for the Wilson Red Hills. They host the number one team in Class 1A, the Lee County Tigers, coming in with a fifth-starting quarterback who was pretty much out for the year with a broken collarbone, and a few other players. So they had Martin Omer for the second career start. He throws a touchdown pass, and then Tigers roll 46-12, knocking off Wilson on the homecoming against the Willis throughout the season. They keep going Dixie County next week for their homecoming next week in Car City. Actually, no, Union County host their homecoming games, and 2 weeks from now, they'll travel to Dixie to take on the Bears. In Duval County, Yulee hosts Hunter Region's own East Panthers, and the East Panthers knocks off Yulee 20-14. Nisha winning over Yulee. In Duval County, the Fernandina Beach Pirates travel to the Wolfpack, and the Wolfpack come up short 24-23 at the end of Fernandina Beach. Big win for the Pirates over the Wolfpack. In St. Petersburg, it's the Lakewood Spartans hosting the Kathleen Red Devils, and it was the Spartans marching over 34-20, knocking off Lake Kathleen in a big win at home for Lakewood. Crescent City hosting the Hilliard Red Flashes, and it's the Red Flashes flashing all over the Raiders 22-21. They doubled up on Crescent City, winning 42-21. In Duval County, the Riverside Generals hosting the Andrew Jackson Tigers, and the Generals marching home. They win 42-6. Big win for Riverview from the side over Andrew Jackson. In St. Johns County, it's the Mendez Falcons hosting the Ponte Sharks, and the Sharks took a bite out of the Falcons. No Falcon flight today for Mendez. They fall 17-0. Defense is scary. Big win for Ponte. In Bradford County, the Bradford Tornadoes come off a big win against Clay. They're going to get their second one of the year. They got it in a big fashion at home, 33-12. The Tornadoes goes now 2-3 on the year. Still slim hopes of making the playoffs. They're currently the 6th seed in their region, but they have plenty of football left. Big win at home against one. In Clearwater, the Trinity Catholic Celtics travel to take on the Calvin Christian Warriors, as the Trinity Catholic Celtics knocking off the Warriors 28-21. Big win for Trinity Catholic on the road. Also in Marion County, the Maryland Tigers hosting the California's Wildcats, as the Tigers would have put a goose egg on the board for California 20-0. Big victory at home against Ocala Forest. In Leon County, the Leon Lions, who played this past Friday, took on the Navarre Raiders, and it's the Raiders of Navarre 24-14 victory over Leon. Big win for the Raiders of Navarre on the road. In Alabama, a Florida-Alabama matchup between the Dauphin Wolves of Dauphin, Alabama, and the Gadsden County Jaguars of Gadsden County out of Havana, Florida. And the Jaguars of Gadsden County 42-14 win in the Florida-Alabama matchup. Big win for Gadsden County. In Duval County, Baldwin, Florida, it's the Baldwin Indians hosting the TC Angels. The PK Young Midway come off a disappointing loss last week against Union County, who was up at 1 point 13 against the Tigers. give up 28 unanswered. And now they try to get rebound after a tough loss last week. Taking on Baldwin, and once again, PPM falls short. 33-27. Tough road loss for the Blue Wave. Baldwin is your victors in this matchup. In Duval County, the Providence Stallions host the Father Lopez Green Wave. And it was Providence winning 24-7. Big win at home for the Stallions. West Nassau and Bishop King was canceled due to bad weather. In Leesburg, First Academy Leesburg Eagles hosting Bell Bulldogs. Bell in a defensive slugfest. They win 12-7 and a big win on the road against the First Academy Eagles. This past Saturday in college football, the Florida Gators had their annual rivalry against the Tennessee Volunteers. It was the last Saturday in September, and the Gators, who put forth to the Tennessee, scored 28 unanswered, 30-14. Emory Jones with 200 yards and then ran for 144 and they're out. The Gators took on the tough Kentucky team next week. The Battle of the Panthers takes place in Palatka, Florida. The Palatka Panthers hold the Newberry Panthers. And it's the Newberry Panthers knocking off the Palatka Panthers 37-30. Big win for Newberry. Come up with a Bears loss last week against Pump Rowan. You have the games on Thursday afternoon. And it took place in Tallahassee, Florida. The Child Timberwolves hosting the Creekside Knights of St. Johns County. And was Child falling short at home 35-21 against the Creekside Knights. Big win for Creekside. The last Thursday night game is between Barton Trail and Salvation. We know that game already. 36-30, Barton Trail defeats Salvation. So that was our high school games for this past Sunday night and Thursday night. Now we're going over our college football action for this past weekend. On paper, these games wasn't must-see games. But in college football, you never know what you're going to get out of these teams that you least expect. We're going to talk about our first game of the day. Clemson traveled to Raleigh, North Carolina to take on the NC State Wolfpack. Clemson coming in as an 18-point favorite against the Wolfpack. Clemson had a hard time getting on the field. They had the ball for 19 minutes. DJ Ugalele and the Clemson offense was very stagnant. Both teams played it off the wire. NC State won the battle of ball control at about 40 minutes. And it came down to overtime. There were 3 field goals in regulation. NC State scored. Clemson scored first. NC State scored after that. And then NC State scored again over the double overtime. They missed the 2-point conversion. Last step for Clemson, a deep pass intended for Justin Ross. He dropped it. Clemson dropped that second game of the season. They're both lost during a 4-game span since 2014. Big win for NC State to keep their hopes of an ACC championship here alive. Big win for NC State. That's not the only upset we had today. We also had a huge upset in the Big 12. The Iowa State Cyclones traveled to Waco, Texas, and take on the Baylor Bears. Iowa State coming number 14 in the country, and Baylor took care of business. They were the big winners today. Let me get you that score right quick. There's been a lot of upsets in college football. People don't expect what you're going to get out of these teams. That you least expect is going to make some noise. But it's a noise made this past weekend. Baylor with the big win at home, 31-29. They held off a late comeback to Iowa State. Big win for Baylor to continue undefeated season. Battle SEC West teams. The Arkansas Razorbacks coming number 16, their highest ranking since 2012. They'll take on the number 7 Texas A&M Aggies in Dallas, Texas, and Jerry World. The annual battle of the 2 schools. Arkansas jumped out to a 17-0 lead. Texas A&M made it close to a 17-10 game. Arkansas kept the ball away from A&M, getting their biggest victory in over 7 years, 20-10 over Texas A&M. Arkansas is undefeated for the first time since 2014. They will travel to Athens, Georgia, to take on the number 2 Georgia Bulldogs next Saturday at 12. Big win for Coach Pittman and the Razorbacks. A few more top 25 games. The same team that Arkansas faced next week. The number 2 Georgia Bulldogs took care of business. 0 Vanderbilt. Holding the Vanderbilt Commodores to 14 yards passing. That defense has some stars on it. From the front seven to the back half. That defense by Kirby Smart, he recruited well since he's been in Georgia. That Georgia Arkansas game, they think Georgia gonna win, but with an unhealthy JT Daniels, when we looking at Stedman Bennett to take care of against Arkansas, I don't know. I think Arkansas could have the Bulldogs up to alert. I'll probably give my prediction probably Tuesday, but I really think Arkansas has enough firepower and defensive firepower to keep up the Bulldogs next Saturday. But we'll see. It'll be a good game out there in Athens. Penn State, big victory at home, 38-17 over Villanova. Notre Dame, a big game in Soldier Field in Chicago. The 12th ranked Irish took on the 18th ranked Badgers. Jack Cone played against his old former team that he transferred from his past all season. He took a game to Wisconsin 41-13. Big win for Jack Cone. He throws for 4 touchdowns, and Wisconsin falls for their second loss of the season, 41-13. Coastal Carolina wins big 15-13. Iowa, a sluggish first half. They took care of Colorado State 24-14. Michigan, they was in a dogfight against Rutgers, and Rutgers had a lot of opportunities to possibly force overtime, but a missed field goal, a fumble here, a turnover there, and Michigan survives a scare from Rutgers 20-13, ending Rutgers' undefeated season. Michigan wins 20-13 the Big House. Auburn, another huge struggle. At one point, it was out 24-12 for Georgia State. They scored 22 unanswered to end the game by 34-24. Big win for both Nick and the Tigers. Next week, they travel to Death Valley to take on the LSU Tigers in a Saturday night game. UCLA holds on 35-24 against Stanford. Michigan State survived an upset there from Nebraska, winning 23-20 in overtime. Kansas State, off the ranking and beaten, the Wildcats fall for the first time this year, losing 31-20 to Oklahoma State. Alabama rolled 63-14 over Southern Miss. Oklahoma, I said this about Oklahoma, they struggled. 6th-week one against Tulane. They survived by 7 against Tulane. By about 5 against Tulane. They blew out their last opponent. They struggled against Nebraska. They struggled today, but took out a game-winning field goal. Went inside the 10. And Oklahoma survived another upset bid. Inside the hands of West Virginia, 16-13. I believe Oklahoma will lose sometime this early season. It could be as early as the rivalry in a few weeks. But Oklahoma takes on a tough Kansas State team next week on the road. Ohio State road, Peter Charlotte and Texas, 59-7. It's going to pick out and that's after Arkansas scoring over the draw. North Carolina leads their second game, not only second in the season, but second conference game. They lose big 45-22 as the 21st game Chargers fall on the road in Atlanta. Yellow Jackets. BYU survives a late allowing the USF. They survive 35-27. And the number 2 Oregon Ducks win 41-19 at home in their first home game of the year. Big win for the Ducks. Let's go to the NFL action from the weekend. The 49ers and Packers just went to the final. Some of them all games this past weekend. The New England Patriots host Jameis Winston and the New Orleans Saints. And it was the same defense that stifled rookie sensation Mac Jones. He throws for 3 interceptions. Jameis looked pretty good. The game managed team pretty smooth offense. 2 touchdown passes for Jameis. 128 yards on the game. They win 28-13. Jacksonville hosting the undefeated Arizona Cardinals. At one point, Jacksonville was up 19-10, but the Cardinals were 21 unanswered. Lee Kruger picked 6 late, and Cardinals knock off the Jags 31-19 despite a 109-yard kick return by Jamal Agnew. 300 yards for the year for Kyler Murray. In Orchard Park, New York, the Buffalo Bills hosting the Washington football team. And it's Buffalo's defense taking care of the Bears 43-21. Josh Allen had a great day, 358 yards through the air, 14 as the Bills go to 2-1 on the young season. And Cleveland, OHIO, as the Cleveland Browns host Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears. Andy Dalton will miss this game due to injury, so enter first round pick Justin Fields from Ohio State. So it's kind of a homecoming game for Justin Fields, and the Browns did not make him feel welcome at home. 9 sacks gave up by this Bears offensive line. It was a tough day for Fields. 6 for 20, 68 yards. A tough day for the rookie Myles Garrett. 4.5 sacks. That is the most he's ever put up in a game in his whole career. The Browns 26-6. Baker Mayfield for 246 and 1 touchdown. In Memorial City, this game was fun to watch. Jared Goff versus Lamar Jackson. And it came out to the final second. The Lions up 17-10, 17-16. A huge 4th and 19 conversion to Sammy Watkins sets up the game-winning field goal from Justin Tucker. An NFL record now, 66-yard field goal attempt. Hit off the bottom of the crossbar and it bounces in to give the Ravens a huge 19-17 victory. Justin Tucker made NFL history for the longest kick in NFL history, 66 yards, and 2 big wins for the Ravens after losing a Monday Night Football game over the season against the Ravens. A big win last week with the Chiefs, and a big win today on the road against Detroit. Battle of the AFC South between the Colts and Tennessee. Carson Wentz did not play today due to 2 injured ankles, and it was actually Carson Wentz did play. I apologize. Carson Wentz played. He played 194 yards for the year. Ryan Tannehill played okay. 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and the Titans hold on 25-16. Derrick Henry 28 carries for 113 yards. Big win for Tennessee to keep pace with. Actually, they are the division leaders. They are the division leaders at 2-1. No. Yeah, the division leaders at 2-1. Sorry, not the Texans haven't won a game yet, or the Jags, or actually the Colts. The Titans are the only ones that won a game this. Actually, no, I'll take it back. The Texans have won a game this year because they beat the Jaguars. We won in Houston. So the Colts and the Jags both 0-2 as the Titans knock off the Colts 25-16. The Chargers battled Kansas City in the Arrowhead. Kansas City off a tough loss last Sunday night. In Kansas City, come down to the wire, forced OT, but it's the big day for Justin Herbert. He has had Kansas City run the last several outings. The Chargers rallied behind Herbert's 281 and 4 touchdowns. Patrick Mahomes threw 2 critical interceptions that hurt the Chiefs. The Chiefs, under the regime of Mahomes and Reed, have never had a 1-2 start. They're 1-2 for the first time under the Mahomes regime. They fall 30-24. Battle of the 0-2 teams. The Atlanta Falcons travel to on Daniel Jones and the Giants and Matt Ryan. Big day for him, 243, 2 touchdowns. And the Atlanta Falcons, a lot of teams they didn't win this. They get their first notch in the win column, 17-14. Big day for Cordell Patterson. He has 100 yards of total offense. Battle of the AFC North. The upstarted Cincinnati Bengals and the disappointed so far Pittsburgh Steelers. And if you are Big Ben aging more and more through the weeks, you look average against the Raiders last week. And today you look average again. 318 yards a game. You get through that much. 1 touchdown to 2 blocking interceptions. Overall, 3 touchdowns, 132 yards. Big week for Jamal Chase, the rookie for LSU. 4 catches, 65 yards, touchdown. Najee Harris had a breakout 42. Acuna 14 catches, 102 yards receiving. Also in the ball 14 yards and 40 yards, wasn't enough to beat the Bengals 24-10. In the battle in Baja City, it's the Broncos hosting the Jets. That was kind of really rough there. The Jets are just that bad. That was those 2 more interceptions. Teddy Bridgewater called 235 yards a year. And the Broncos, led by their defense, Shut out the Jets 40-52 at home. Battle in Allegiant Stadium is the Vegas Raiders versus the Miami Dolphins without their quarterback, Tua Tagovailoa. He's out for the next 2 weeks. Insert Jacoby Brissett. He played pretty solid. 32-49, 215 yards, but it wasn't enough as Derek Carr threw for 2.5 to 2 touchdowns, including a big game for Peyton Barber, 111 yards on the ground, and the Raiders knock off the Dolphins in overtime, 31-28. But he's given a spot for these youth. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers travel to take coach Jalen Ramsey and the Baltimore Ravens, and we thought two great defenses, a great front seven, great front seven both sides. But the kicker, you have Jalen Ramsey, the best corner in football, going against Tom Brady. The matchup for the year. Best corner, best quarterback. Going head to head. And Matt Stafford outdoing Tom Brady 34-24. Brady threw 422, 432 in a touchdown. Matt Stafford 343, 4 touchdowns in the game, including 3 catches, 120 yards for Deshaun Jackson and a touchdown. The Rams go to 3-0 on this young season. In Minnesota, the Seahawks travel to take on the Vikings, and the Vikings and Kirk Cousins cruise up 37 victory, 323 yards on the road, and 3 touchdowns for Kirk Cousins, including a big game from a DK Metcalf and X Jefferson. 6 catches, 107 yards and a touchdown for Metcalf, 9 catches, 118 yards and a touchdown for Jefferson, and Madison, the running back for the Vikings. In the league, the guy will cook 26 for 120 yards. Minnesota gets their first victory on the season. In Kansas State Park, Levi Stadium, it's the Packers and the 49ers rematch for the NFC Championship game from 2 seasons ago. Aaron Rodgers gets revenge on the 49ers with 30-8 game that was decided in the final 3 minutes. Aaron Rodgers comes back from behind 22 with 2 touchdowns in the game. Big games for Aaron Jones, 19 catches, 82 yards for a touchdown. And Devontae Adams, 12 catches, 122 yards for a touchdown. The Packers, after losing week 1 to the Saints, have won 2 consecutive games. And on Thursday night, there was a battle between the Patriots, who are studying the best NFL defense in the league. It was a 20-49 victory for David Stills and the Texans. Saved off 304 yards. Big game for DJ Moore, 6 catches, 126. The Panthers cleaned up for the first time since that Super Bowl 2015 team. 3 of them start from Carolina. So that's all the NFL games for this week. We also have the football games tomorrow night here as well. Back for 2 1-1 teams. The Eagles will take on the Cowboys tomorrow night on Monday Night Football. So, last final thing of business, we have our pick'em from last week. Results are in. And our week 1 pick'em winner is Dontra Garcia. He finished week 1 with a 21-7 record. My friend Tyrone finished 16-6. Joe Meyer finished 14-8. And I unfortunately had the bad week with 13-15. So that was week 1. We're now in week 2. Week 2 just about wrapped up. We're still going the football game tomorrow. And as of right now, the standing 6, Mike B, 23-7, Tyrone, 16-14, Dale, 14-16, myself, I'm 20-10, and Dale, 16-14. Looks like Mike B's gonna win week 2 of Pick'em. We'll have another Pick'em session on Tuesday and then Thursday. The one of 2 days we'll have a next Pick'em session. Congratulations to Mike B on winning week 2 the Whooper Company Pick'em series. And congratulations to Trey winning the week 1 edition of the Pick'em series. As we get ready to the final, get you ready for this video. Hope that everybody who came in and watched the video today. Sorry for the late night stream, but I had to get this information out. Big win for the Packers, win late night tonight, 30-28. Huge comeback for Aaron Rodgers. Big win for a lot of teams College football was crazy next week. Next week we got some big games. We got Alabama hosting Ole Miss, Georgia hosting Arkansas, Florida going to Kentucky. We got a lot of games next week. Notre Dame hosting Cincinnati. We got a lot of games to pick next week. We talk about next week. We also got some battles of high school football we can talk about next week. And this will be some very good football this weekend. Not only the pros and the collegiate, but also high school football. As we get to the halfway mark, we're actually the quarter mark for high school football and the quarter mark of the NFL season. So, thanks for everybody who stopped by and watched the video. This is week 3 of the Whooper Company podcast. Sorry for the late night show once again. We're going to do a little bit better getting the game so everybody can watch it. But for those who came out watching, like, subscribe, share the video. And I hope everybody will be with me there this week as we get for week 4 of the Whooper Company podcast. Stay blessed, stay humble, and whoop out.